Hey there, fellas. Right, today we resume work on our Cybertruck build. So you might recall from last time that this is as much as we've done so far. And today, well, more like today, tomorrow, and the day after. That's how long we'll be at it, but you'll see the entire process in condensed form. Anyway, we'll be mounting some lights, as in the headlamps, a light bar in the back. We'll also be prepping the body for some paint, giving it a paint job, and finally driving around town. We'll make it out and then we see, I guess. We might drive to a parking lot, so that the local motorists and even people who don't have a car can appreciate what we've done here. But we still have a lot of work to do. So I say we get to work on the car and go somewhere after we're done. Driving our UAZ-based Tesla Cybertruck for the first time. Translation and voiceover by BMI Russian. Alright fellas, we are looking very good. Right now we're loading our Cybertruck onto a flatbed. By the way, big thanks to our friends from Auto City who brought over their flatbed for us to use. This is one of those cars you need a proper tow truck to transport. Right, so we finish loading the car and then it's off to the test track. We'll drive around a bit and keep an eye on the car to see whether anything breaks on this thing. So welcome to our first shakedown. Right, let's do this. Okay fellas, we've made it to the test track, and weren't we surprised? You see, we've been getting a lot of snow this year. The entire track is covered, including the entrance. We tried plowing through in our own cars, but the last thing we want to do is damage our bumpers. This thing though is all hard metal, so we decided to go for it. Okay, time to test this Cybertruck's off-road capabilities. This is gonna be very interesting. You guys go ahead and pause the video to tell us what you think. Will the car be able to get through all this snow, which is literally knee-deep? Oh yeah, there's a lot to go around. Right, I say we just go ahead and dive headfirst into this. Let's get to it. Right, so check this out. We're looking at... I can't tell exactly how far I've gotten. I'd say maybe 10 meters. Anyway, I made it to the deep snow. And it won't go any further. The motor does seem to have enough power. It could be down to the excess weight, or maybe it's the extended wheelbase. The point is, that's as far as it wants to go. So over here, we had some difficulties. I mean, it really doesn't look that deep, though it's nothing to sneeze at either. The car does have four-wheel drive, of course, but for some reason that's as far as it'll go. It just digs its heels in. I really wouldn't want it to get stuck, especially somewhere over there. We're not gonna get anything close enough to be able to yank it out. So yeah, I reckon we just do some joyriding. Okay fellas, so I just went for a short drive around the test track, got a feel for the car's driving dynamics. You saw what it can do off-road, given the deep snow which it ultimately wasn't able to conquer. In my opinion, this just goes to show you. UAZs are fantastic off-road vehicles, but transforming one into a Cybertruck robs it of some of its prowess. Now it's high time to go for a drive around town. But based on my initial impression from the car, it looks really good. But it is such a handful to drive. You do get a decent feel for its size, but driving around with no mirrors is pretty dangerous. Flipping around or driving in reverse, or even if you so much as even simply turning left or right is a problem, since you can't even see whether anybody's there. It's not very pleasant. A trip to the city isn't going to be safe in this thing. Not a good idea. So instead, we're going to transport it to the city center on that flatbed, where we'll be surrounded by plenty of pedestrians and motorists. So the idea is to go to a crowded place and do a kind of survey. Ask the people what they think about the car. Okay, let's head out and see what the people have to say. It's someone's personal car? Oh, that there's mine. Oh, it's yours? Yeah. Made it myself. Yep. I heard that Elon Musk conceived it. Well, yeah, it was his idea, sure. But I brought this one to life. Isn't that something? Why are the windows blacked out? That's how they're supposed to be, or... Well, yeah, it looks cool that way. It also helps to hide some of the rough edges. So there you go. It's built on an UAZ chassis, the motor is from an UAZ, the rest we made ourselves. What's the top speed? I don't know, maybe 40 Ks? It was conceived as an EV, but ours runs on gas. No problem. Bye. Sure thing. Have a good day. Thank you. No worries, have a great day. Thanks. Ciao. It looks alright, eh? How do you like that, Elon Musk? Oh yeah, we should have made a decal. For sure. I mean, you never know. Yeah, maybe it's the real thing. Maybe we even built the real deal. I'd say we're almost there. How long did it take to build? 6 weeks, maybe? Did I get that right? Yeah, something like that. You know what really surprised us? We saw this ancient lady walking by. At one point, she grabs her phone and starts taking pictures. Some Instagram pics. Sounds about right. It was a pretty fun thing to see. Right, guys, so where does that leave us? Our first shakedown is complete. We tested the car. Now we're very much aware of some of its pros and cons. After that, we made it over here, basically to the city center. We've got a lot of people going back and forth, and as for their reactions, well, they seem to enjoy it. Everybody from a very young age to even a few senior citizens. So, yeah. The car does attract plenty of attention. No surprise given its unusual shape. Guys, gals, everybody draws their cell phones to take a picture. We're getting tons of questions. Everybody's like, what is that thing? We had a fantastic time. It's all good. And this won't be the last we see of this car. This one is a keeper. We ain't taking it apart. We might even do some more development. In any case, we'll have one more addition to our collection of cars in our backyard. Now, we might actually drive it somewhere in the summer, but that'll have to wait until summer rolls around. And that's all I have for you fellas. Watch us, subscribe, send in your comments, suggestions, give us a big thumbs up. Alright, catch you later.